Soon, 1,000 XRP will be worth $1 million. We're going to talk about it. How do we get there? How do you figure things out? But first, we need to talk about some fresh FUD that has been found. It shouldn't be a surprise that Bitcoin maxers are coming out of the woodwork to share false information about XRP. They understand what people need and want. Since the case is over, these institutions can now come in and support XRP. Of course, if banks back Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP all at the same time, it will hurt Bitcoin the most, though, which is what they're most worried about. Let me play this for you, and then we'll talk about numbers. Last weekend, someone asked me again what I think of XRP. Every time I answer, it's hard for me to like it. To be fair, you can see on the map that XRP has gone up from about $1 to $3. Some people just look at it, but I don't really pay attention to what's going on. You should go up if that's their number, right? And they won't know anything about business or how these networks and standards work. They'll just look at it and say, yeah, that thing went up 300%. Hold on a second. Could you tell me about a company that uses Bitcoin for something other than keeping money safe? Really? Do you mean to say this is useless? It looks like you guys have painted yourself into a corner now. Don't forget that Bitcoin was the coolest new tech thing ever. Everything in the world that deals with money will use Bitcoin. After that, it turned out to be. Okay, being able to have digital gold is like, yes, better than gold. It safeguards cash. That's right. That's where Bitcoin's high point is right now. It safeguards cash. What about stable coins, banks, and other places that deal with money? Not at all. He doesn't want to say it because his fans know the truth and want to hear good things about Bitcoin and bad things about XRP. Coin is a waste of time, right? It looks like it's there. Okay. But why? What does Bitcoin get used for? The number of transactions on the Bitcoin network is really not that many. Why then wouldn't I buy it? Yes, some of these other crypto tokens have gained a lot in the last few days or 30 days. Have you ever said something like, my man can't even afford real internet, so his doesn't slow down? He says mean things about a big place with lots of great people, but he doesn't mean them. I've known his kids since the beginning. We keep hoping that one day we won't have to explain the difference between Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but it looks like we'll have to do it for a long time. Yes, it's also really annoying. It keeps coming back. It comes back over and over. Bitcoin doesn't matter to anyone, so it keeps coming back. It keeps its value, but that's not where the real value is. You know that EVM sidechains and smart contracts can work together, right? People are putting the tools together. They're mad and upset because they have a lot of Bitcoin, which is what they want. They've been behind XRP from the start and have seen it rise from 30 cents to 330. Also, Bitcoin has done pretty well for them. Do you agree? They are scared about what will happen when XRP costs $5 or $10. What do you think these guys will say next? It's just luck. That's what they are going to say, though. I'll tell you when they do that. Show them the video and make them look bad. It is, yes. I agree with what you say, too. It's like a business, and this is it. Not even smart people have thought about it or looked at it from the point of view of their money or financial past. Okay. I think Nicole Brunell was on Fox Business, and I just watched her. Both reporters said, I still don't get it at the end. I don't get it. The number goes. Rise up. That's how it has to be. You were right the whole time, she says. I still don't get it, but she smiles at Natalie. Okay, that's because they don't have the right perspective. Okay. At the very end, I believe the man says, but there's no earnings. That's the whole point, she says. There's also no answer. Yes, I agree. I think that people who do what you say, like buy XRP, see that number go up and think, you know what? I get the hype. Many ads and lies are spread around the world about XRP. They have to pay to spread the word that their coin is going to be pumped and all that. They have never called me, paid me, or asked me to talk about them. No one was paid to talk about them. From what I can tell, it's not needed. They get together with, get things done with other people. They go inside and keep things running. Who is going to protect Bitcoin, right? These guys. These jerks who can't see past their own BS. Man, I don't believe it. All of these payment rails and other things will be replaced by it. They think, oh, XRP is also great when they see that. I'm not going to look at that. I'm getting it. What does money mean? What makes Bitcoin better then? Using gold as money? That's not how they see it then. That's it. I sent you something back when I liked it. See what they do now. It's only like gold, which is good because it doesn't lose worth. That's all they have at the moment. They don't have much to hold on to. Please don't get me wrong. I believe it will do well as long as the three-letter group doesn't say they made Bitcoin. No one would trust it after that. However, it will still reach $500 million or $1 million because it is the most important thing. It's not enough. I get it. What do you think about the future of banking? If we had to do it today, do you think the Bitcoin network would be used to make a blockchain for all of our banks? What does a state bank do with Bitcoin? That's right, yes. There's no big bank, right? The country of El Salvador may have bought Bitcoin from you. Hey, you guys look cool. Great marketing and getting along with others. You were able to do this. XRP and Slack. It felt like I had just told my dad that someone told him that XRP Ripple coins would be worth $5,000 each. When it comes to the market cap, do you think this one will be worth more than the whole? My dad asked. It's clear they don't understand how market cap works, right? They're still sure it's a one-on-one. I have no idea what will happen. What do you know? Then we'll talk about this again and I will play this. We can laugh at them. Okay. All right, let's go. These 1,000 XRP are worth $1 million. What does that look like? We have Ripple Van Winkle here. There are laughs. XRP worth $1,000 won't make your life better, but let's check the numbers. Check this out. If XRP ever gets to $1,000 by 2030, that's $700 from a very small amount of XRP. Remember, this used to be $1. The price has already topped $100,000, and it will keep going up to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, and $500,000. If you want to adopt, anything is possible. The word that counts is adoption. With XRP, the way we pay is about to change in a way that has never been seen before, okay? If we can get people to accept and use it, then anything is possible. Are you going to go on this trip? You can see the video on YouTube, okay? Also, just so you know, these guys don't have, say, me on their show to talk about Bitcoin vs. XRP, because that would make someone look really stupid. About 2 years ago, a Bitcoin maximalist asked me to join his live stream so that we could talk about Bitcoin versus XRP. I made him look really dumb. He didn't want to play with me again. People. He didn't do what he said he would because he knew he wouldn't. They know. Anyway, $1,000 worth of XRP with the amount that is in circulation right now. It's worth $59.8 trillion on the market. It's not necessary for $59 trillion to just go into XRP. This is just the market cap as a whole. You might be able to hit this market cap if the market cap ratio is very high. Say the market cap goes up by 500 times and new money worth $500 billion or $1 trillion comes in. The price might go up a lot because of that. You can also take low to get there. Call the number that's being passed around. A lot of different types of DeFi and staking help us do that. It would be great if there was a bank where XRP could be pledged against the government and used as money. The price of XRP changes all the time, which is hard. For banks, that's why they use safe coins. But I don't know how they would do that. It would be great if they could find a way to let people buy new XRP on the open market. Everything in the market would have more room to move. It looks like Bo Hines is leaving the crypto council at the White House.